My name is Natalie, and today we're going to go through a 20-minute yin yoga flow focused on gratitude. To get started, all you'll need is a blanket or a yoga mat, 2 blocks, and optionally a pillow or bolster. With that being said, let's get started. Come to a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your feet together to touch and let your knees fall to each side. Start to slowly walk your hands towards the top of your mat and gently rest your entire back body on your mat. Your head can either fall all the way to your mat or to your pillow or bolster. And notice how you feel here. If this is too much sensation in the hips, you can take each of your blocks and rest them underneath your knees. In yin yoga, we want to avoid using our props to take you out of all sensation entirely. So if once you put the blocks down here, you no longer feel anything, then gently remove the blocks. But if you are still here on the edge of sensation, that's exactly where you want to be. So just notice how you feel in your body and where you are today, and adjust accordingly. You can gently take your hands to either side, or you can take one hand to your chest and one to your belly. Start to slowly close down your eyes and draw your attention inward. Start to notice the natural cadence of your breath without trying to change it. And see if you have anywhere in your body that you can soften a little more into your mat. On your next exhale, let all of the air exit from your lungs. We'll take a deep inhale together. Inhale. Hold at the top. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Again, like that. Inhale. Hold at the top. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. This time, inhale. Let the air enter into your belly. Let it rise to your ribs and rise to your chest. Seal your lips and exhale through your nose. Let the air exit from your chest, out from your ribs, and out from your belly. Inhale into your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Continue to breathe like this on your own for just a few more breaths. And while you do that, start to shift your awareness to your mind's eye and begin to visualize a warm, bright light filled with gratitude and positive energy. Begin to take inventory for all of the things in your life that you're grateful for. And with each thought of gratitude, allow for that warm, bright light to become warmer and brighter. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Let your breathing return back to normal. Start to notice how you feel. Start to invite some subtle movement into your fingers and toes. Bring your knees together to touch. And start to gently make your way up to a comfortable seat. If you used your blocks, you can move them off to the side. You can swing your feet around from either side, plant your hands underneath you, and gently lower down, all the way to your stomach. Let your cheek rest on your mat. Take your hands to either side of your head and let your elbows rest underneath your shoulders. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, make your way into Sphinx pose. In your Sphinx pose, shine your heart forward and pull your chest through the gates of your arms. You can stay right here, or you can take your block at its highest setting and place it between your hands. You can gently rest your forehead down onto your block. In Yin Yoga, we maintain our postures for anywhere between 3 to 7 minutes for each pose. So take whatever variation you think that you can comfortably maintain for that amount of time. As we stay here and breathe in our Sphinx pose, start to bring your attention back to that warm, bright light. Begin to think of your friends and family and all of the people in your family and your circle of friends who have been there for you in difficult times, and those who have been there for you to celebrate the good times. Visualize that warm, bright light getting a little warmer and a little brighter. And send your friends and family that warm, bright light. Continue to breathe here for just a little while longer. Be here for just another minute longer. So continue to breathe and maybe slow down your breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take your block, if you had it, and move it out of the way. And gently begin to rest your cheek down on your mat. Take your hands and lower them towards your low ribs. Inhale, straighten your arms, shine your heart forward. Exhale, lower your other cheek down to your mat. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, lower your other cheek down towards your mat. Again, inhale, straighten your arms, shine your heart forward. Exhale, lower your cheek down to your mat. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, lower your cheek down to your mat. This time, take your hands to meet each side of your face. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and make your way back to Sphinx pose. Inhale, reach your right arm tall. Exhale, thread the needle. Thread your right arm underneath your left. Take your left knee to hip height and open your left arm towards the right side of your mat. Make your way to supine twist. In your supine twist, if your knee is hovering here and it's uncomfortable, you can take your block and place it underneath your knee to bring the ground a little closer towards you. If you want to deepen this twist even further, you can take your gaze over your left hand. Start to find some stillness in this pose. And slowly guide your attention back to that warm, bright light. This time, start to think about all of the acquaintances in your life. People who aren't quite friends, but aren't quite strangers. Maybe you see them every once in a blue moon, but when you do, you have nice, short, and sweet conversation, and you enjoy their company in the capacity that they exist in your life. Let that warm, bright light get a little warmer and brighter. And then send some of that warm, bright light to those acquaintances in your life. Continue to notice your breath. And stay here for a little while longer in our supine twist. Continue to breathe for just another 2 or 3 breaths here. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Start to take your left hand to meet the right. Remove your block if it's underneath your knee. And shift your weight towards the left side of your mat. Make your way back to Sphinx pose. Inhale, take your toes towards the sky. Exhale, windshield wiper your feet from side to side. And rinse out any tension in your back until you feel satisfied. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to let your feet return back to the ground. Make your way back to our Sphinx pose. Inhale, reach your left arm tall. Exhale, thread the needle. Take your left hand underneath your right. Roll on to your left shoulder. And take your right knee to hip height. Open your right hand towards the left side of your mat. And again, option to take your block and place it underneath your right knee. for supine twist on the other side. Start to slow your breathing. And gently guide your attention back to your mind's eye and that warm, bright light. Begin to think about all of the strangers in your life that you've encountered. Maybe a kind stranger that you've interacted with in line somewhere, maybe a grocery store. Maybe the not so kind strangers that you've interacted with that have taught you about yourself and taught you about patience. Let that warm, bright light get a little warmer, a little brighter, and send some of that light to all of the strangers in your life that you've encountered. Again, shift your intention back to your breath. And if you want to deepen this twist, you can take your gaze over your right hand and just breathe. Be here for just another minute. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take your right hand to meet the left. Shift your weight onto your left shoulder. Remove your block if it's there. Guide yourself back to our Sphinx pose. Inhale, take your toes towards the sky. Exhale, windshield wiper them from side to side. And whenever you feel satisfied, take your toes back down to your mat and push yourself up to all fours. Swing your feet around to either side. And then gently start to roll yourself down one vertebra at a time, all the way down to your mat. Let your feet splay long, let your arms rest at your sides. And gently close down your eyes. Again, shift your attention back to that warm, bright light. And this time start to think about all the things that you're grateful for about yourself. All the characteristics of yourself that you love and are grateful for. And with each of those thoughts, let that light burn warmer and brighter. And then send some of that warm, bright light to yourself. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Shavasana. I'll let you know when it's time. back into your fingers and toes. You can start to roll onto your favorite side, resting your head on your bicep or on your bolster. But then gently roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. Inhale, sweep your arms tall overhead. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me salutes, honors, and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Natalie. That was a mini yin yoga sequence. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you next time.